Behold the great and powerful GM of the Abyss. Yes, behold, my viewers. I have become one with the setting.
Why are you
I
waving your hand around? I thought they couldn't see it.
Well, they can see, like, just a little bit of the glint on my hand there. Like, literally, you can just see enough to intimate that there's a hand up there.
And screaming.
And screaming. Alright,
You
so, when
frightened
we
your
last
sister.
left...
Well done.
When we last left, our dear sister, my dear sister, who is apparently Guido
Ow.
of Graniteholm. Hang on.
Oops.
I just noticed that.
Pause.
For some
Do you
reason,
remember to do our
Snarg's
sound check?
always in the middle. Yeah, I was just doing that. So you're about to do your big evil plan. Go.
Waha! I don't remember.
Well, when we
You said
last
I was
left
translating.
off, we were yes, because we were watching.
Oh, I remember. I
while
was going.
in the inn to make sure that nobody just poofed in and did anything while we were sleeping.
Yes, and I was going to
That
go
was a good
translate
call.
into my room and Guido's room to check to see if anything had changed.
Okay.
And Guido has my rolls, and there's no modifier to them. I don't know why you have note of there being a modifier.
I don't know. I mean, if they're higher. They're higher. Let's just go with that.
No, the point is if I roll a 1, I get caught.
All right. So you have modifier. You can never roll a 1.
So, this is kind of cool looking with my hand here.
Would you turn it back on?
So what happens here is my dear sister, Z, teleports into her room and tries to find if anything is amiss.
Mm-hmm.
So she gets to roll an awareness check.
Hold on. That's... Oh, I should have pulled up my stuff. I want to say I have a 23 awareness.
You can see my mouth a bit if I open it wide enough.
Would you turn that off? Don't make me come in there.
Don't do it.
Master mouth.
Well, I'm just called me
Say all.
Yogg Saron Jr.
Z. Open.
Orchestrate some of the more minor
awareness,
plots like sinking the ice from the
26.
ship.
By the way, to make this clear, it is morning of the 20th now.
No. This is still nighttime. I took second watch.
It is now morning, as in midnight, of the 20th now.
Okay,
You-
that's better.
So you do an awareness
Up the
roll, which
third
takes an
day.
hour. And
Why does an awareness roll take an hour?
actually, it's funny, in standard rules, a search check is an hour of checking. What?
That's not your rules.
I don't know. How careful are you wanting to check your room?
Looking at
Agus.
the screen.
Yeah, what's
Quit
up?
being dumb.
You know, I'm accused of a lot of things regularly, but dumb is usually not on that list.
Did you turn your stupid off?
No. So,
Turn the stupid thing off.
like it.
Seriously, it's gonna hurt their eyes.
Is this hurt your eyes, guys?
They can't respond. We're not live.
Oh, fine. They just get to stare at a green screen all day, then.
So,
There. Because I've been bullied. My own sister
I was
bullied
not
me.
bullying you.
So,
Um,
nothing is amiss in your room. Nothing is amiss in Guido's room. Now what?
I go back.
Okay, you're back. Now what?
Well, we have to wait for morning.
Are you standing in the street for 5 hours?
In the street, we were in the.
Elder Scrolls wait.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's just like... hours pass by.
We weren't in.
exactly.
24 hours later. Ugh!
You have starved to death, and dehydrated, and burned, because you also happen to be a vampire.
Warrior needs food badly.
Exactly. But seriously, you wait until what time?
I don't know, guys. What time do you think we should wait till?
This actually does matter, which is why I'm asking.
Well,
Well, all of the hits have been around the same time at night, right?
Ish. Anywhere
But
between
they have
9
all
and
been
3
at night.
At night.
Yes.
all right. So nondescript. hour in the AM before the sun rises.
Which is?
I'm literally just going off of... When is the sunrise right now?
Winter would be later, wouldn't it?
No, winter is
You said
earlier.
the seasons
Or-
haven't been changing.
Yeah, later.
So winter is later?
Yes.
Okay. About 8-ish, maybe a little later than 8.
Alright.
And for reference, it is April. So,
So you can go for some like 4 or 5?
Well, here's the question. Do you want to implement said plan tonight?
possible, you have time.
I mean, would there be any reason to wait?
You could enjoy the lovely food
Not really.
that
It's
Alzabros
midnight.
has to offer.
Expensive McDonald's. Alright, well, let's
Alright.
do it then.
Where is... We've been combing these streets for a couple of days now.
For
I'm
one day.
imagining that I am familiar enough with the area to know we're going for a building that has not been hit yet.
Okay.
No. We were trying to make it look like I was a copycat, right? A poor copycat. Okay, so I want a building that has been hit.
Okay, that's even easier, actually.
Yes.
You could do the one that was hit last night.
No, that would be stupid. I want one that's been hit like a week ago.
Okay.
It
There's
doesn't really
one-
matter what the time frame is. I just want one that has not been hit in the last couple of days.
There's one right around here on the map. That hasn't
Okay.
Been, that hasn't been hit in several days.
So, what I'm going to do is... Okay. Standard Z little kid elf form, right?
Okay.
Complete with the outfit that I normally wear when I'm in little kid form. Which, for our viewers' reference, involves Z wearing black garb, because she always wears black. Z wearing black garb, braiding her hair up and coiling it up underneath headscarves. And my cloak is gone, so I can't wear that. But I am going to do the headscarf face wrap of the lower half of my face, to where there's just, a couple of things of white around. And then I'm going to translate into the building. And I'm going to make enough commotion that I know a guard is going to hear me. Then,
Wait. Roll to fail your stealth check.
I am purposefully failing my stealth check.
I do
Take
want
10.
I was gonna say you
If I
can
have
take
to take
10 on
to
failing.
fail my stealth check.
I just want you to roll for the sake of randomness. Just a d20.
I rolled a 20
Okay, so a 20 means you
at
make.
failing my stealth check.
No. A 20 means you knock over an entire pillar of goods, which smashes down, and there was glass and ceramic in there. So people a block away hear this. There are already people running. Oh my god! In your direction.
You're muted, Snarg.
Must have been the wind.
You also have food.
Yeah.
There you
There you go.
Alfredo.
go. Ugh.
I like Alfredo.
Ugh.
I make you eat Alfredo, and you eat it without complaints, so hush.
That's because if I complain, you just hit me.
That's because you're saying that my food is bad.
No, I'm saying Alfredo is bad. There is a distinct difference.
There's not.
So
Therefore, you said it is bad.
the guards
so-
are charging you as we speak.
Okay, now I have to... I would have positioned myself in such a way that I would have been able to get out through the... Hopefully. Is there 2 doors to this one? Just one
No,
door, right?
Just one door.
Okay,
And
I would
guards
have
are
positioned
streaming in
myself...
through that door.
How many guards? There can't be too many guards in the area.
2 at first. There are plenty more
I'm
coming.
going out the door after the 2 come in.
Okay.
I can't go out the door while they're coming in.
That would be much funnier to though. Bonk! Oh, excuse me, sir. Excuse me. There was a thief in there. Lie, lie, lie.
But that
There was a Lugian that way. A Lugian, I tell you. It wouldn't even be the first time you did that.
What am I
Okay, if
rolling?
you're trying to let them come in and then go out, you're going to have to roll a acrobatics to basically dodge them.
I have acrobatics now.
Knee slide.
I was
between
thinking
the
a
legs.
tumble kind of equivalent, but yeah, you're
Wait,
just going
Kate, this is wrong. This is wrong because it goes off of my dex modifier. That hasn't been fixed yet. Because I had it listed as a 4. But that's not right because my dex is a 5. So that is an 8, which helps me out a smidge. That makes the grand total of 13. Bearing in
13's
mind,
a lucky
all
number.
I'm trying to do is make it out into the street.
Would you like to roll your combat or non-combat? I'll allow either action
Sure.
point
I don't
for the
remember
day.
what I roll for that.
6d6.
Okay.
Predicting a 16.
Okay, dice. You have been broken since I bought you. Please.
Roll a 1.
Nice.
Roll a 1.
Shut up. Hi, Sibri.
Roll a Sibri.
Oh my god, it was a 6.
Oh, damn. I was actually thinking it was going to be a 1.
It bounced off the keyboard. It probably would have been a 1 if it hadn't.
So, you, which did you burn? Your combat or your out of combat? Choose.
Turn to combat.
Combat?
Okay. So you roll, and one of them actually grabs a hold of your outfit for a second with a successful, grapple check, basically. And you barely manage to tangle and kind of weave and do this awesome, cool Taekwondo Jedi thing.
No, I shrunk myself a little bit more.
And then she shrinks herself a little bit more because she can cheat. And then she gets out and she's like, "Wah!" And she rushes outside. The guard's like, "No! Stop that runt! Stop that alluvian runt!" And you get outside and there are... You know what? We'll roll for it. How many guards are in the area? 12 are in the visual distance of you. And all of them are swarming in your direction.
Is there a way I could run that there are fewer of them coming at me?
There's only 2 back in there.
I'm not running back in the building.
Come on!
No,
Same
I'm
thing I
wanting to
would've
go toward a
suggested.
populated area.
You could go off the cliff. You could try jumping down the cliff edge.
Is there a populated area? I'm
Population
trying to
you.
run toward a populated area.
Oh, towards. I thought you said away. Okay. Yes, everyone gathers on the cliff. They just kind of,
That's why I was like,
hey, you hear about the nearest Valsenball game? Yeah, it was great. I'd like to buy an apple, please. And then he tosses it at him and he grabs it. Ah! And he loses his grip.
This town is a very low population.
This is the town of low end. Anyways, you decide to run west towards the market, which means you will be dodging 3 guards.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Yes. Roll high. Where is Guido and Snarg in this? Considering you don't have mind speak anymore.
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, it just occurred to me. The 2 of them, I'm literally picturing 2 of them just standing off in the same,
Just
in the same neighborhood, just watching. Like,
Seems about right.
This was the dumbest idea she's ever had.
Wait.
I thought
Hold-
you
here,
I thought
hold
you
my
were going
beer.
to teleport away after they saw you.
I did
No,
too,
I'm going to
actually.
teleport away after lots of people see me,
All
so
right.
that they know it's a desolate. So, anyway, what skill am I rolling?
Acrobatics.
You're kidding me, right?
I'm not kidding you.
I hate you.
Where's Snarg and Guido? Because you might need their help in a minute.
I can translate.
You could, but if you want to get this thing across.
I rolled a 2.
All right, Snarg, do you have sleight of hand?
Do I have sleight of hand?
It's
It's deafness.
Deafness, thank you. In this,
Well, I mean, I have a dex modifier.
Guido, do you have sleight of hand? By which I mean deafness.
No.
He has no dex
Nope.
either.
You know, I was just talking about this on my video about Star Wars. This is why you always have a hacker and you always have a rogue on your party.
We don't have enough people in the party to do that.
Okay. Z, one of them grabs you. And he's like, I got him! I got the little Alluvian runt! Little bastard! Come here, you! And he tries to, like, hold you with one of your arms while the other guard grabs your other arm. Oh god, there's a face!
Can I roll to break
There's
the
a
grapple?
face!
Hi, Sibri.
Yeah, we can do opposed strength checks.
Oh, wait, I have some strength now. Oh, and I rolled well.
Take the glow in the dark to the curtain pin so I don't kill myself if I'm half asleep.
19.
Yeah.
Wow. So I got a 19.
I break it!
Well, no, in a grapple, that actually specifically means no change, usually. Doesn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. So, but you do well enough to really jostle the guy. And he's like, what the hell? This kid's way stronger than he should be. Settle down, boy.
Let me go! Let me go!
Trying to steal all our goods, you alluvian bastard. Tell me who sent you. Tell me who sent you.
Are you guys going to do anything, or am I getting ready?
Swear to me.
Um,
I'm gripping your arm here.
You know,
you're
he
like,
didn't roll-
you're like, I got this big plan. We're gonna do everything. You know,
he never rolled
if I get into
to,
this,
grapple me.
Okay,
You know that,
fine.
right?
He rolled a 20.
No, you rolled a 19 last time.
Okay, fine. He rolled a 19 to grapple you, and then he rolled a
And
20
I rolled
on
a
his
19
counter
on
check.
my grapple. So what does it mean whenever you're attempting to grapple and you roll the same thing?
Now that I don't know. But I'm going to say he succeeded, because screw you.
So the question is Z going to translate out of the grapple, or do we need to, I'll say, rescue her?
Oh, no, don't rescue me. I don't want you to rescue me.
You need to... You know, if I can interject here, putting up the out-of-character thing here, what could have been the plan is those two could have been like, oh my god, you know, basically be criers. Like, oh my god, there's an altercation going over here. Everyone should come watch. Roll charisma. Or whatever.
I see. There's so much opportunity for me to just blow that.
Okay, so you
It's not
have
even worth.
the paladin do it. You could start screaming about there being... you could just start screaming about how they've caught the spy or whatever.
They've got
Or the thief.
They've
That
got
would
the
require
alluvian
a
thief.
charisma throw. Or you could say they've caught the desolate,
Or the alluvian.
or the alluvian.
Or you could leave her
Anything
to
I
her
do
fate,
is
and we
going to
can do another
require
grapple
a
check here.
deception. So I'm like,
So I've already rolled my next
So
grapple check.
I'm more than happy to start yelling. You know, they've caught the thief. They've caught the thief.
Oh, wow.
And use my leadership bonus.
Suddenly, a chorus of followers falls into line behind Guido, and in unison with him say, "We've caught
Give us the
thief,
rope!"
We've caught the thief. We've caught the thief. We've caught the thief." And it's got like a barbership quartet thing going on. We have caught the thief, and they're all, you know, singing in unison.
I'm like, what's going on here?
So I'll wait for you guys to decide, then we'll do the next grapple check, which I've already rolled my end of.
Since we're trying to cause a scene and get certain people interested, I'm actually going to be looking for people who may seem familiar to us. For example, people we've met in association with that guy that I can't remember the name of. They say people acting too.
No, it wasn't Tim. It was Matthew.
Oh,
We're not trying to get people that we've already associated with to see this.
well, no, we do, because if they have a different reaction than the common folk, we might know that, oh, they're taking this differently rather than
Okay.
just an guy.
Okay.
All right, so I think that's probably the best plan. Snarg, go ahead and keep a lookout, basically, and I'll start being the crier and drawing attention.
Okay, I just heard a microwave beep.
Yeah, I
I
did
think
too.
that was ours.
Okay. It sounded a lot like ours, that's why I was confused. Okay, so Snarg, you spot one individual you recognize as a random thug who happens to be out in the middle of the night. Keep in mind, you decided to do this at night, so it's like 12:30 right now. So there's not really a lot of people out right now.
It's okay. I don't need a whole lot of people.
Yeah, but there is one
'Cause that would
thug
put the
out there.
whole town into a uproar.
And we'll say 2 random passerbys nearby. All right, sis,
Okay.
roll opposed grapple.
Oh, sweet. I unbroke this dice. It's 25.
Okay,
That's the highest I can get. I rolled a 20.
I got an 8 and a 9 on both guys holding you.
Sweet. I break free.
Whoosh. What do you do?
Dash toward the market.
I don't know why I told you the market. It's actually going to be quite empty there at the moment.
Okay, well, I'm smart enough to know a populated area.
I'm going to say, like, the nearest tavern.
Okay, so I'm dashing toward a tavern.
Okay, you're there.
Yay! Are there any people outside?
No, but there are people inside, and there's about 12
I'm not
guards
going inside to translate.
about 3 feet behind you. I don't know, 3 feet's an exaggeration. They're about 30 feet behind you. Go Barker.
There's probably a drunk outside.
Well, there's the bouncer, but I wasn't counting him.
Okay. Well, this is going to have to do. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to like scream at the guards. I'm just trying to feed my family. And teleport.
You know what you could do?
What?
You could... what the hell? You could rush up and swing the door open and see there's tons of people in there, and then look around very fearful and roll deception, and then say your line and then teleport.
Okay.
So you do that. Roll deception.
32.
Okay. I'm just trying to feed my family. And every eye in the tavern turns to look at you like, huh?
Huh?
And then
I'm going back to the hotel room, by the way.
roll 20. No, I'm kidding. Here, I'll roll a 20. You're fine. So, you get back. Snarg and Guido are either there or out, depending on what you decided. Because I never heard a
I
decision.
think they were out.
Okay, they're out. So, what are you two doing in the last 5 minutes?
Well, that was the thing.
Yeah, that was that a success?
I guess we're not going to know yet.
What in the world? And one of them will see.
You all
Guido.
aren't just randomly saying this outside, are you?
Of course they are. One of them, one of the people who's out and about,
Are you serious?
walks up to Guido and says, "Did you see that?"
Was that a desolate?
I think so. I'm not sure what to make of that. Why would a desolate want anything with our sleepy little town? There's nothing worth value of here other than, goods.
I wonder what they were.
Well, who knows how
what
they
they were
work.
doing in the that warehouse.
They were in
Did
the
they
warehouse.
steal anything?
Was that the thief? That was the thief?
I think so.
Oh my! Did you see anything, sir? Sir Noel?
Yeah, I saw the little kid go, shrug off a bunch of guards, ran up to a hotel, shouted something, and then went.
Your descriptions are amazing, sir. I've been looking for someone to be hired in my local circus troupe. Would you please consider? We pay 15 silver a week, which is pretty good. Think about it. We'll give you puppets that you can work with. They're made of socks.
I'll think about it.
Ah, excellent. Here's my card. He gives you his card. And then he wanders off.
What kind of circus performer carries a card?
What's on the card?
Are you
You
going
can
to look?
read it.
Yeah,
I don't know. Can you read Elven? I mean, that's a pretty rare skill.
probably not. Undercommon, common, serpent, orc. Nope.
Wow.
So you're going to have to either hand it to Guido or bring it back to me.
I can't read Elven.
Oh my god, my nose!
Okay.
I
I'm with
don't.
it.
Are there pictures on it?
No.
My nose, that hurt.
Don't know what this says.
You know I'm an elf.
Yes, but do we know it's actually Elvish writing?
I would assume so.
You
since
could
it's
you
Elven.
could probably
me write
determine
in
it.
Elven.
Yeah. Elvish is
Okay.
very.
It's sort of like a little
common.
flowery script. It's like.
Actually, Elvish in this setting looks like Cardassian, if you've ever seen it.
That's
But
Here,
it's
I'll
easily
write some
recognizable.
Cardassian for my viewers because I've got a Cardassian font.
All right, let's go back, I guess. Oh, excuse me. Big meal. So head back to the
Yeah.
inn where I'm hoping that
one of
Zeta's
you gonna
waiting.
go report that you to like Matthew and see what his response is. That you almost caught the thief tonight and it was a desolate.
No, we didn't almost catch anyone. We
mean,
could go to the city
Snark
watch.
said he wanted to know what his response was to us, to seeing stuff, to see if he had a different response.
I mean, I'm not going to go up and interview him. I'm just seeing if he's like, oh, or
Well, no, but I told him to keep us
I'm not
aware
going
of
up to him.
anything.
Not at 3 o'clock in the morning.
no.
We were just there like an hour and a half ago.
Okay.
But it's
It's 12:30 in the morning, and we were just there like an hour and a half ago.
After all that, it's at least 1.
Okay, it's 1 o'clock. We were there 2
Well,
hours ago.
what am I
Yeah,
going to do? Go up and say, hey, we almost caught the thief. All right, bye.
No, fine, I'll do it.
So what's down here for our viewers is actually what's written on the card. It's very helpful for them because they can't see any of this, but
not only can we not see it, but we couldn't read it anyway.
yeah, exactly.
So I'll go find someone on the city watch.
There's a guy 10 feet from you, eagerly talking the situation with one of the other guys who is also on the city watch.
Okay.
Oh my god, I can't believe this. It makes so much sense. Of course the Illuvians would send desolates to attack us. They're just that desperate. They could never break us here. We're too good for them. The other
So-
guy... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Would it be trying to think of the word. Would it be normal to make a report? I mean, the city watch is right there. Would it be normal for a citizen to make a report to the watch if they saw it?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Especially since these aren't actually, like, elected or whatever officials. Don't forget, these are hired guards of the
Okay.
PTC.
Okay, so I'm going to go to one of the officials to file a report. Not one of the wandering trolls.
Okay. So you make your way back to the place where you were hired by the woman
Sure.
and the midnight not quartermaster, wow. Quarter watchman? Shoot, there's actually a term for that.
Mhm.
Oh, what's that called? It's the fourth watch in the day, whatever, it doesn't matter. Is there. And he is a ogre. So he says, what?
So I just witnessed a desolate
What?
trying to...
A desolate? Where?
Well, it disappeared.
Hang on. Guards! Guards! We're under attack!
Dude, Grandpa hasn't had his pills yet, has he?
The desolates are coming! Get up, you mangy, slobby curs! I'll whip y'all into barnacles! A bunch of people are getting together in the back room there, rushing forward, haphazardly flinging armor on and rushing out the door.
And it would be the middle watch, which is midnight to 04.
Middle watch? Yeah, you're right. I don't know why I was thinking quarter watch. The middle watch is correct. So anyways, middle watch. Little middle watchman here. Alright. Thank you for telling us, sir. Here's some money for your kind contribution to the PTC. Dealing with these problems. We appreciate your assistance.
I don't need your money, sir. I
It's
just...
okay, it's like 5 copper.
Okay. So yeah,
Just get out
I
the
make a
penny
report
contribution.
and I'll find a bum on the way out and give him the money.
Okay, the bum thanks you because 5 copper isn't an insignificant sum. Actually, I think I just added 25 copper, but whatever. It's like enough to get food and drink for a while.
It's insignificant to me, so
Yeah, and with my 3 plat.
Now, third,
Yes.
and by which I mean Snarg,
Yes.
roll deftness to see if you hold on to the card, because it's very windy out.
Oh, okay. That's a 10.
Total?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have as much
Pocket.
dex.
So the card goes, whoosh,
Alright, whatever, I don't care.
and then it flies back into your pack.
it's a magical
All right.
card.
It's
Whatever.
a circus card.
It's a circus card.
Alright, well, heading back to the inn.
Okay, so Snarg gets there first because he didn't do anything. So you're there, and Z's there waiting impatiently.
She is. She's like toe tapping and everything. And she's in
Well.
adult form.
Did
Alright.
you change clothes already?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm wearing the too small clothing.
So, now what?
Well, now we go tell people that they almost caught it desolate last night, and oh my god, can you believe?
Should we try to sow any rumors like a place they could perhaps contact or find this desolate? Because it wasn't the idea to get in touch with whoever's doing this by getting him in touch with you?
Yeah, I'll just make myself seen tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I guess it's time to we'll go down to the inn. I'm assuming there's like a little common room or whatnot.
Mm-hmm. About this
And-
time, both of you hear this ringing bell in the distance. Ding.
Guessing that's
What's it mean?
That's
Alarm
the
bell?
summoning. That's the summoning of the guard. That's Guido, basically.
start talking to people. It's like, I was just out there and I saw, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's why they're ringing that bell.
What?
Yeah.
Actually, the response is more along the lines of, huh?
Well, we'll tell the bartender because he's the person who's probably going to disseminate this information.
Okay. The bartender is not. Well, he's partially drunk.
Yeah, but
Yeah, let's roll.
he's
to
a
see how
bartender.
drunk he is. Hang on. Oh wow. Okay, so he's actually quite drunk. So he's like, what?
had- He had too many people telling him, "Here,
Oh.
yeah, let me buy you a drink too."
I don't want another drink, Mr. Null. Please.
No, I want a drink.
You okay? Thank God. Ugh. And he falls over. He's like, oh, hang on. Okay. Let me just. What do you want? All we have is beer.
I'll take a beer.
Here's a beer.
Thanks. Did he
Wait,
actually give
let me
me
put
beer?
some liquid in there. Grabs the cup back. Goes back to the tap.
So, did
Oh,
you
my
hear about
head.
what's happening out there? I'm sure that alarm bell is probably
And he smashes
number
the
on your
beer
head.
on the counter so hard it splashes some beer onto you.
that's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, sir. You.
Mm-hmm. It's
You-
fine.
You're beautiful. Don't ever let anyone else tell you otherwise.
It's people tell me otherwise all the time, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know, right?
And he starts hugging you and sobbing on your shoulder.
I don't know what drunk people you've been around, Magus.
Ryan used to be like this.
I had a question. In your setting, does curing disease, poisons, etc., cure drunkenness?
Yes, actually. That's come up before.
Okay, because I need. I'll cast Asuna on him.
So you cast Asuna 1, because that's all that's required for that. And he's like, my head feels better.
I know, right? You must have slept it off on my shoulder.
What's an ugly knoll like you doing in my bar?
You told me I was beautiful, man.
I'll say, well, you told me I was beautiful, but if you want to, I'll keep that to myself.
I don't think I'd ever talk to a knoll person like that. And he grabs a rag, starts wiping the thing here. So
Anyway.
what can I do for you, sir? Did you pay for that beer?
How much does beer cost?
A copper?
Here, I have 2.
2 coppers. Alright, so what do you want?
Well, I wanted the beer because I have a.
Here. have
Calm my
another
nerves a
beer.
bit.
Coming.
Cong. There you go, 2 beers.
Got to calm my nerves a bit. Just saw a deathlet out in town.
What?
Yeah. You
Wait,
wonder why they're all
wait.
ringing alarm bells.
Huh.
You should
Okay.
roll deception. You don't actually know that's why they're ringing the alarm bells.
Yeah, I don't think it counts in this case. You could roll charisma or diplomacy just to be convincing.
Okay. Diplomacy, I guess.
Add credence to your story.
11.
Well, that's not a bad result, so it's just no positive, so he's just like, huh. I wonder if that's the thief that's been hitting this place for the last, like, week or whatever.
Well, probably. Ran hightailing out of there past some guards right next to the warehouse.
I need a cup I can... Here we go.
What in the world liquor bottles do you keep?
We here at El Zavros drink our liquor like man, and women, and women who dress like man, and gnolls.
Who dress like
Let me pour you a
women?
drink.
Thanks.
And he spikes the hell out of your beer. There you go.
It's okay. I'm actually immune to getting drunk.
Why are you immune to getting drunk?
Because he can
I've
cast
got the
Asuna.
glove.
Oh,
Well, no, I've got the gloves.
that's right. You have the gloves of disease immunity. So... or poison immunity, whatever it is. But it would...
Both.
Yeah, so it's just... Okay.
Yeah, it's like, look. Oh.
Wow, I ain't never seen a gnoll drink like that. I want to challenge you to a drinking duel, sir.
Okay.
Okay. So how many shot glasses would you like to go through, or would you like to just keep going until he passes out?
Then use Asuna on him again.
Now you're just torturing the poor guy.
No, it's going to cost a little bit of mana.
Right about
No,
now, Guido shows up, actually.
we'll start. We'll just keep going until.
Okay, so Guido shows up at the 7th shot glass. The guy's like, oh.
I think I'm beginning
Okay.
to feel a tingling sensation.
I told you them gnolls can't handle their liquor.
Very good liquor you got here. Oh,
Guido's there now.
this isn't what it looks like. He called me beautiful. All right.
Did you want to get a room? You know, I can leave you to your, drinking.
No, I think he's had enough for tonight.
I
This
think
is the second
you have
time
too.
This is the second time he's been drunk in an hour.
Think about his poor liver right now, which is just like, I don't know what's going on. What should I be doing here?
Well,
hate
does
you
Asuna
all.
get rid of the alcohol from his body?
Yeah, it's a poison.
So it literally just gets rid of it.
Yeah.
So,
cast Asuna on
he'll
him
be fine.
again.
You could.
Why? We're back to state one, and I told him what was going on. So,
By the way, this is what he's doing at the moment, vocally.
they really should hire better help in these parts. All right,
You did say you got a second beer or something, didn't you, Third?
we can get as many beers as we want to right now, probably.
Go for it, Guigo.
Here, I'll slap a silver on there and say, just you probably take whatever.
I'll go behind the bar and pour myself a drink.
They actually don't have just beer. The stuff he was pouring for himself and Snarg is, I don't know, how much of an alcohol connoisseur are you? Because it's not labeled, but you might recognize it.
I brew my own beer or so.
I mean in character.
Snarg's
Snarg's in character.
Yes, alcohol, no alcohol. That's the difference.
Yeah, I mean, I've had some experience.
Right?
No, thank you, dear.
It looks like that. No, okay, so whatever it is, it smells like turpentine. And is very
Stuff.
viscous.
It's not very good.
It tastes a little bit citrusy. In a bad way.
You're welcome to some. I won't really wish it on you, but if you want. Seems to get you drunk quick. It's just probably its intended purpose.
It does get one drunk semi-quickly.
Well, can I roll intelligence to see if I recognize it?
Sure.
All right. Oh, 21 plus, okay, so 24.
Okay. It's a
not
form of
24.
triple sec.
5.
It's a form of triple sec. You haven't seen this particular variety before, but based on the evidence, you've seen this kind of drink before.
Okay.
It's like spiked cough syrup.
Oh.
And it
Do they have beer?
burns all the time. They do have beer. Plain old beer.
Yeah, I'll just take some of that.
It's like a pretty dark stout. theoretically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Snark, meanwhile,
So-
is like, yeah, I don't want to let that go to waste. Well,
No, I'll just give it to some guy. I'm assuming.
some
I
of
don't
one of the
wanna
other guys at
drink
the bar
Bum
says,
outside.
"Oh, thank you, sir. You're a real true. God, I love that kick. Oh, it's just terrible. Can I have some more, please?
Help yourself.
Oh, thank you. Oh, God.
Who booked this in again?
She did.
Uh-huh. Speaking of that, you should...
Yeah.
So you reconnoiter upstairs where Z is still impatient.
Alright.
You can
And I'll
even
pass
now
on.
hear passing by noises of guards running through the streets, yelling at each other. It's nothing distinct, but you know the kind of sound I'm talking about. Like the background noise in Neverwinter Nights.
Yes. Which suddenly seems strangely out of place once you realize it. Well, it seems that you've robbed the Hornet's Nest Z.
Yes.
And
And now,
we
phase
told a
2 of
couple
our
people.
master plan.
so, what's next?
Well, Snarg, you were mentioning that you were interested in what Matthew's response to this would be.
Mm-hmm.
I did tell him that we would keep in contact.
Right.
So, you refused to go see him, so I guess I will.
I
don't
don't
want to
know.
wait till morning.
Yeah. And I'm also planning on making myself seen in the morning.
Where at?
Around.
Or doing what, rather?
Just around. I was just
Okay.
planning on going to town and walking the marketplace.
As the
Trying to stay, yes, as in my child form.
Okay.
Trying to stay, away from guards and stuff, but
Right. Well, I can shadow then.
okay. Peter, what you gonna do?
Not try and shadow.
I was about to say your clanky clanky doesn't work very well.
No, it works very well.
I can go around. I'm sure there's other taverns in the town. I can go around to the other bartenders and basically do the same thing that Snarg was doing.
Okay.
Make sure the grapevine, all of the grapevine, is aware. That's all I got. Unless
All
you
right.
guys have suggestion or anything.
Not really.
Okay.
I'm assuming there is. Let me see. It's about 1. You said so. There is enough time to get some sleep as well to recover.
If you wanted to, yeah, tons of time.
Which,
That would make sense.
That would be crazy. Are you going to show her the damn card?
oh, sure. Can you read Elvish? Oh, probably. Check this out.
That was the best face.
Do you read Elvish? She might not. Think about it. This is what it says.
That I don't know where you're telling me.
Oh,
where.
right. I should actually tell you guys. What it actually says is it's just a line of script that says, "Find me at the Sleeping Lion," and you happen to know that's the name of a tavern. That is not this one.
It says to go look at the Sleeping Tavern. Where did you even pick this up at? And are you telling me neither of you can read Elvish?
No.
No.
Where would I have learned to read Elvish?
Elves are the new humans. Why do you not speak Elvish?
What's a human?
There are no elves in Stonehold.
I'm sure there are elves in Stonehold. Just very few.
All right, there are 5.
Total. That's it.
If I can interject something here really quick, did Z actually say the Sleeping Tavern?
I hope not.
I have no idea where that is.
Yeah, never even heard of that place.
I mean,
They're at the
That's-
Sleeping
yeah.
Tavern.
I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
I've got to
Good
admit
night.
that's like getting straight to the point. That's like saying an inn that you sleep at, or this.
We may be searching this town for a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm looking for the Sleeping Tavern. Never heard of it.
never heard of that place.
I don't even remember what it's called.
Sleeping Lion.
It's at the Sleeping Lion.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt there, but
Well, we can go and check this out right now if you want. I have no idea who that guy was, but apparently he was interested in getting in touch with us.
do you want to do that now or in the morning?
In the morning? Or you can go now.
Well, what was the exact script of the text again?
Find me at the Sleeping Lion.
In that case, I'd
Might not
probably
be
go
there
now.
in the morning.
Yeah, so in that case, I'd probably go now.
Okay.
Going alone.
Or are we all going?
Are you
I would
splitting
prefer
the
not going
party,
alone.
Snarg?
If you want to stay here and sleep, I'll go there, but it's up to you.
Split the party, Snarg. You know,
I'm assuming we're not so tired that we're going to need like
no, you're fine.
constitution checks or anything. So
You're not even at that phase yet.
okay. So yeah, I'll go with.
Zerial.
Sure.
Okay.
You go to the Sleeping Lion. It's kind of empty, actually, all things considered. Not surprising. It's about 2 in the morning at this point. There's a tavern keep who's very drunk. Looks surprisingly like the other guy.
Oh no, they're reusing assets.
What can I do for you, gentlemen and lady?
When did
We'll
this
look
become
around
Dragon
quickly
Age
to.
2?
What?
Sorry. When did this become Dragon Age 2?
Have you been watching when I've been showing off how like 50% of the normal NPCs have the exact same face, whether they're male or female?
As much as I can, I've been watching it, but
I've
yeah.
been making a point of showing it off. There's 2 generic NPC faces, and they use them regardless of gender or anything.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Anyways,
Yeah.
so no, this guy looks totally different. This is in fact a different species entirely. This is an orc. He's like,
But he has the same face.
ah! But no, he's like, "Ah, what can I do for you, gentlemen and
Oh.
lady?
Well, quick glance around when I came in. I'm assuming you didn't see
He's
the
over
guy.
there.
Oh, he's over there.
Yeah,
All right.
he's in a booth.
Okay. We'll order a couple drinks. I mean, after all, we're at
What
the
would you
bar.
like? We've got Canada Dry with Canada Dry, Canada Dry with Canada Dry with Canada Dry.
I'll have an
Spam, ham and spam.
Can I get spam without the baked beans?
Thank you.
We also have Nerubian. No. Not Nerubian wine.
Where'd they find that?
It just showed up. There was this portal, and it was there.
And it's actually, it's not, Nerubian as in the species. It's the brand is called Nerubian.
Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, we just buy that. Back when we actually had trade relations with Alluvia, we'd ship it in all the time.
Uh-huh.
We also have Illuvion, which is spelled differently. Brandy.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
that's not very popular right now.
No, it's not. And some Jack Daniels.
Yeah, I'll take one of those.
We also have something that's a mint julep combined
Which
with...
is disgusting.
Wait,
Don't try it.
What's the special?
The special right now is something I made myself. It's kind of... I don't actually add any alcohol.
It's called Canada Dry.
It's called Canada Dry, mixed with pomegranate squeezings.
And it's
Sure,
served as in a martini
That sounds
glass.
good.
That'll be
Right.
1 silver.
Okay.
Wow, you jacked the price up for that?
And
Damn right, ma'am. This stuff, I make this by hand every day. I only have so many I can sell in a day because
yeah,
got a man
Well,
in front.
we'll give him the silver and a half.
I'll take a mint julep and a beer.
So I'm sorry. I'm suddenly picturing you taking, silver.
A silver.
and there you go. And he's like,
Like I said. Oh wait, sorry. Hang on. I don't deal in the small currencies very often. No. He's getting silver.
He pulls out a platinum and dices it up into
no.
100,000
Like-
pieces.
Sibber
I'll be
just
right
walked
back. I have to go to
over
the bathroom.
and
Okay.
said, "You'll take a midget and a what?"
I'll take a room, a midget, and an inflatable sheep.
Okay, I'm gonna pause for
Don't
just a
wanna
second while
know,
she's going to the
Snarg.
bathroom
Don't wanna
because
know.
my throat's killing me. I'll be right
Yeah, I
back.
got to get something to drink too. So
Oh, this is a good time to test my new thing too. So, the gentleman is over in the corner. He is a banderling. He is sitting there nursing a wine of some sort. Just
Okay.
looks kinda-
Grab the drinks and go over and approach him.
Oh, hello, my Lugian and Knoll friend. And who is this
Oh,
wonderful-looking woman with you?
It's really creepy to hear my brother flirting with me.
I'm sorry, I'm mentally picturing the scene, and I know what Z looks like in her adult form. And this is a banderling who's, well, there's some story behind him, but I'll get into that. So he's just like, hello. Good evening. My name is Tyranach of Aggressor. And he stands and offers to help you sit, do the gentlemanly thing. Wait, did I say Tyranach or Eratach?
you said Terranok.
Okay, it should be Eratach. My bad.
Oh, shit.
Here you go. And he doesn't sit like right next to you. He's not schmoozing it up. He's being, gentlemanly. So he's like, here you go, ma'am. Would you care for the last of my wine? It is a nice elderberry wine. Very good, very tasty. A little sweet.
That's okay. I've had plenty tonight.
Oh, of course I understand. I'm actually on my second class myself. Usually I don't let myself go this much, but this whole roll deception attack has just had me on such a... I've been so much on edge as a result of this.
Pins and needles.
Pins and
I rolled a-
needles.
I rolled a 1. Which makes it a 23.
I still beat that. Would anyone like to beat a 23?
Nope.
I can.
Try for it. Do it.
Guido, you can beat a 23.
Oh, that's true. I
you can have a 24.
29.
Wow.
What did you have to roll to get that?
20.
What are the odds of that?
About 1 in 20. So what you're telling me, Snarg, is that if
For this-
I roll a 7 or below, you have a possibility of beating me.
Yes.
Guido, what'd you get? Guido got a 3.
I
Now,
got a 30.
Oh, wow.
How the hell did you get a 30?
I have a +9 in deception that I totally forgot about.
Well, anyways, so the guy is, totally lying through his teeth. But he's really good at it. But the point of the lie is definitely the fact that he's all absurd and worried about this desolate attack. And it's just got him so worried and anxious. But he's doing body language lying as well.
Well, he
And-
looks up and me and Guido are just
I mean, weren't you terrified to be
No, I
around
wasn't
the
in town.
desolate? Oh, well, That explains so many things. Don't worry, ma'am. I'm sure the Desolate threat going to be entirely kept in hand. I hear the PTC, I'm sorry, the IGA is very efficient in the area at dealing with, such a potential horrible thing as a Desolate attack. I mean, something that atrociously,
that doesn't work well.
disgustingly abominable. Don't you agree, ma'am?
That time I rolled a 2.
Don't you agree, ma'am?
It doesn't matter what I say here, it's a lie.
I got a 33, so...
Huh?
I got a 33.
I rolled a 2.
So, again, what do you say? And how well do you lie when you're saying it? Or would you like to do a separate roll for your lie?
I'd like to do a separate roll for my lie.
Well, then figure out what you're lying about. Or how you're lying.
That's pretty much the.
I would love to see this in character. He's like, what do you think, ma'am? And she's like...
And he goes, you don't need to think about it that hard.
It's okay, you could just tell me,
It's like, hang on, I'm trying to figure out how to lie to you.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'll just...
I did roll a 2.
So what do you say?
She's gonna kind of furrow her brows and say, I don't.
And then she's going to start laughing in the middle of it because she rolled a 2!
If I may.
I apologize. She's had a little too much to drink.
I can tell, sir. My God. Ma'am, I am so sorry.
Someone mentions Desolate. She just starts cracking up. I mean,
That's a very strange reaction. I haven't seen that one before, but that is very interesting.
it's terrified to the point of laughter. I've only seen it once before.
Wow, that's just
Okay.
terrifying.
If I may.
Yes, sir, Sir
I'm-
Lugian?
Okay, so I'm going to put my hand on Z's shoulder, and I say, the desolate threat is ever present and needs to be dealt with as soon as possible.
Roll deception.
Someone must pay.
I'm not being deceitful.
Yes, you are. You can't pull that with me.
Well,
Magus,
What?
let's look up the definition of deceit.
I'm the GM. Rule 1. That's the definition of deceit.
27.
Oh, wow. Not bad. Okay.
Actually,
And-
yes, he was being deceitful. He just
I'm-
wasn't lying.
Exactly.
That is correct. It is very easy to deceive by not lying. That's why it's called deception.
It's
Anyway,
just
so
how I may intend.
so he's like, I see. Very interesting. So, forgive me, manners. I've introduced myself, of course.
I'm
at home.
just looking at this flowery person like, if. Snarg of Wild Paw.
Good to meet you, Sir Wildpaw. I've met several Wildpaws in the past. They're good people.
They are.
Your smell does you credit, sir.
Thank you.
He turns
Probably
to
smell
look
like
at
beer
Guido.
right now.
You have been drinking an awful lot.
That's true. So he looks at Guido.
Oh, sorry, I introduced myself first.
Oh, I'm sorry. I actually missed that. So Guido introduces himself. Sorry. Then Snarg, and then he looks and of course, the lovely lady who had entirely too much to drink. I am very sorry, ma'am.
I'm Valithria. Dawnhaven. Please.
Elithria, I once knew a green dragon with that same name. What a coincidence.
There aren't any dragons. You're silly.
Okay, you caught me. I'm just making it up. It's a story I like to tell in taverns to make myself look more appealing to the opposite gender. So,
Excuse me.
She's going to pat him on the shoulder and say, wait, how tall are Banderlings?
taller than you.
Are they taller or shorter than Lugians?
Shorter than Lugians by quite a bit. They
Okay.
average 7 foot.
She's going to pat him on the shoulder and say, I'm sorry, honey, I like them tall.
That's okay, I understand. Oh, It's not the first time I've been rejected by a beautiful elven maiden. I'm just making it up. Okay, so
Anyway,
all joking aside, I was just wondering, where are you guys from? I mean, you three are obviously together, but I mean, Lugian Knoll elf in the middle of Navarre. I mean,
don't-
well, we
With
walked into
all
a
due
bar.
respect, I don't really think that you have much room to stand on here, considering the fact that you approached Snarg over there, telling him you wanted him to be in a circus.
ah, right, right. I'm glad you kept the card. I thought you might lose it, but I made sure it wouldn't get lost there. I was just
I'd
curious.
like to
I mean,
roll. I'm gonna like grab the card out of Snarg's, or do I still have the card? Did I give it back to you?
I don't know,
think
did
I
you?
gave it back to you. Okay, I'm gonna like pull the card out and I'm gonna do a spell check on it because I haven't done that yet.
okay. Meanwhile, he's going to
The
say,
32.
so, who do you guys represent? It's mildly woven, with a very mild enchantment.
To keep it from blowing
To keep
away.
it from blowing away in the wind.
Because there's sudden gust of wind that can carry business cards away in this town.
Yes, it's very much a problem. So who do you represent? I'm just curious. Forgive my. It's very rare I meet anyone who isn't just here because they're IGA, PTC, or working with the PTC. I mean, there's been no one interesting in this town in days. Oh, almost a week, I think, at this point. Sorry, I've been going through the area. I'll start. My name's, well, you already know my name. I've been going through. I'm working for a couple of. We don't have a title. We don't have some big business or whatever. It's just a small little guild of merchants from one of the southern towns areas whose names I have to actually look up.
Ah.
One of those places.
You must not be tired if you've got to look up the names every time.
Well, I mean, it takes me some effort, but I feel like it's worth it. Where the hell is... There it is. But I'm
the
from...
guild. I know that one.
No, I'm from Nesha, down on the edges of the Far Reach. And, we're all down there. Basically, we wanted to try and get some kind of trade ties going with Aljalima, just north of here. Because the PTC doesn't really deal with Aljalima the city so much as Aljalima the state, if you know what I mean. So there's plenty of opportunities for trade there, and I'm here to represent him. And I've been hanging out here about a week trying to, well, I'll be blunt, trying to find out what the PTC's been doing in this area, because there have been significant economic concerns about them dominating certain aspects of trade thanks to their usage of their ex-contacts in Alluvia, etc. Blah, blah, blah. You don't want to hear any of this boring stuff. So that's what I'm
What do
here
you think
for.
about all these thefts they've been having?
Oh, it's been terrible. I mean, whoever's doing it is obviously skilled, but that is such a waste of potential. Imagine what a thief like that could do if they were actually using their skill to some kind of, proper end rather than stealing random foodstuffs and logistical supplies. It makes no sense to me. I don't understand people in general, but my God. No wonder everyone thinks it's an alluvian, right?
No, there is that rumor that it's a desolate.
Ah! A desolate. Right.
Well, they nearly caught one tonight.
Hmm?
You were the one that told us that, or told
Well, yeah.
me that. And Snarg over here saw it.
There's no way that was the thief. A.
What makes you think so?
Completely incompetent. The thief so far hasn't even been seen, let alone caught.
Well,
2,
Maybe it got sloppy.
didn't translate away immediately. 3, this has been going on for weeks, and yet this kid who we've never seen in town before at all suddenly appears out of nowhere and just starts assuming, no, that's a copycat. I guarantee it. He eats his potato soup.
Yes, out of character.
He said translate. Is that a... I'm sure
Common
we've gone
term,
over this before.
Word.
Yeah.
Actually, that is not a common word. So I'm sorry, I'm heading up. Who do you fellows represent? I told you where I'm from.
Right. Well, I mean, we each represent our kind of our own
Cells.
organizations and ourselves, but I myself have just started up a new organization called Blood Fox. So I suppose I'm
Tell me
representing them.
about it. Tell me about it.
Ah, yes, Blood Fox. Well, are you familiar with the term PMC? All right. It's aiming to be essentially a privatized military company. And so what we do is we operate, and we will. This mission is kind of similar to mercenaries, except we do offer training for local people, and we are also. Well, once we get started, we will be sending out fire teams to various locations around the world just to to take on any assignments that anyone wants us to do. I mean, we're going to pride ourselves on being the best of the best, not anything like the some of the people at the IGA can hire.
Yeah, the IGA. Well, I'm sure you don't want to go the thuggish route, but it sounds a lot like some of the mercenary corps out there. What's to differentiate you?
Well, if I can get the cat away from my leg, stop.
Go away, cat. Shoot, shoot.
Well, you know what? Here, maybe I should give you a little document. This is something I've been writing up, and I could probably explain it a little better than I can.
Oh, okay, sure.
And I'll actually.
Did you use your quill
give
of
him a little-
flowery words to make that?
Yes.
Damn right he
yes. Yes, I did.
So he looks it over and says, "Interesting. This sounds like the kind of company I know a few people would want to do business with. Where can I get a hold of your blood foxes?"
Well, since I'm not there, you can probably get in touch with. Looking up names right now.
See, you have to look up names too. You can't
I
just
know.
make fun of me for this.
Look,
I don't know
new,
what you're
okay?
talking about. I don't have to look up names for my people.
What's the name of the goblin?
Greeley.
Of
I don't know. I've always just known her as Greeley.
Silver
Give me half
Snap.
credit. Yeah, it's Silver Snap.
And my other
I'm
one's
not-
name is Craig.
Don't you mean Krieg?
Craig.
Oh yes, Craig. Sorry.
It was Craig or it was Tyrannus who you sent out, right, in the Exo Erg, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so Erg or Tyrannus, Erg of Seraph, Tyrannus of Lightmane, they're currently operating in the
You have the
Algeline
drugs
area.
working for you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Huh.
I do.
Oh, you.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
I
you're part of the Blood
apologize.
Foxes too. Oh, I apologize. I didn't realize.
He's not. He unless he wants to be. But he's currently, maybe you should introduce yourself. After all, you do have a very prestigious title.
I would love to be a political officer personally. I think that'd be the best title.
I know,
Well,
right?
you're in luck. You've just met one.
Oh my God, you're the political officer, Miss Zerial? Miss
No.
Valithria, I mean.
No.
That is so amazing. Listen, I've been wanting to ask your political
No.
opinion on something, so tell me.
Okay, what's he asking?
Nothing. So he turns to Guido.
I rolled an 18 on my knowledge politics, which makes it a 29.
Okay, fine. He asks what your opinion is of the economic crisis facing the Southern Reaches because they've been completely cut off from trade, from every particular organization that is dealing with them, and how they best are going to be able to deal with it in the future.
Here's my answer as a 29.
Thank you. They are most likely going to try and secede and join another organization to use the better establishment of that organization's political alliances in order to facilitate further trade, because they already have the infrastructure and personnel necessary to logistically have trade. All they lack is the political connections to do so.
There you go.
And he says, "Fascinating! I never would have thought of that."
Yes, you would have.
Then he smacks you.
I thought you were trying to get in my pants.
Oh, right. Then he gets in your pants.
I never gave you permission to do that. Death!
Okay, so turns to Guido.
I cast Death 20 on him.
He dies in a round.
Okay, so seeing as how Snarg told me basically to introduce myself with this prestigious title, I'm assuming there's no need to be deceitful.
I don't think we need to go telling people to introduce each other with their prestigious title. We don't really want to advertise that we have an airship.
I am Lord Captain of the USS... USS? ISS? BFS?
BFFs.
BAS, actually.
PSS?
The
Primus?
Blood Foxes airships... No, that doesn't fit either.
Well, it's not Blood Fox Airship.
That's true. What register would you use for that?
That's a good question.
Would you?
Well, yeah, also a good question. Anyways, continue, Mr.
Okay.
Lord Captain.
Would it actually be Lord Captain? I don't think it
No.
would.
No, it wouldn't.
No, that. So
So he's gonna kick Guido under the table.
under the
Well,
bus.
if you just say you're captain of a ship, that's something in itself. You say captain of an airship.
Yes, but he's gonna want to know.
This whole
I
time,
mean,
you three have been sitting there in total silence, and he's just been like,
That's all right. Introduce Guido. I'm like, time now.
I'm gonna kick Snarg under the table.
I didn't realize you had a mute Gloogian. I am so sorry, sir.
You should see him give orders. It's really interesting. He's like, oh, but they
Oh, God.
understand it though.
That's amazing. Wow.
Oh God. Galaxy Quest.
Oh, God. Aw.
Prepare to dark.
I'm the only one who doesn't understand.
Oh.
It's okay. It's
You
better
need to
that
watch
way.
that movie. It's actually a good movie.
Yeah. You would have a blast.
It's like a parody, but it never gets mean. It's just lighthearted mockery of science fiction
Yeah.
in general. And it's actually a good movie, despite the parody.
You have saved us.
All right.
You broke
So-
Snarg.
Oh, God. Okay.
Now
So
you have to leave this section in for the viewers, right?
Yes. I'm sorry, viewers at home. Yes, even you, Bragman.
my fault. My bad. I'm sorry.
I still don't
Okay.
get it.
You hopefully will by the time this airs.
What, a year from now?
As Snarg said, so I am.
You are very well spoken, sir.
No, I'm not. I don't have that flowery,
We need to make him
Ability.
a jaw of flowery speech.
On a Lugian?
Yeah.
He's just got this thing.
Our Knoll has a jaw of be able to speak to where we can understand him.
Yes, but he's got the Deathwing chin. Sorry for interrupting.
So, as stated, I am Guido of Granite Holm, but I am also captain of the airship, the Maiden's Deceit.
Wow. That is impressive, sir.
I kick Guido under the table, but apparently he didn't.
Clang.
I
What
thought
is
his
that
own-
noise I keep hearing?
It's the bells going off. Remember?
Oh, yeah, I
I
guess they're
kicked
still trying to
Snark
find
under the
their
table.
fake desolate or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, so that's actually really impressive. Wow. I mean, I've always wanted to be on an airship. I mean, just think about it. The wind in your hair and the spray of the sea. Wait, there's no sea up there. Can
No,
you
they-
like fly
there's
really
no
low
hair up
over
here.
the ocean? And there's no hair. Yeah, he's a bald banderling, which makes absolutely no sense.
No, I'm a bald Lugian, right?
Well, yeah. Either way, it sounds fantastic. It sounds wonderful. I am super envious. So you like coordinate with the Blood Foxes then, I'm guessing, with your ship.
We partner.
So you have the ship and you have the Blood Foxes. What does the madam have here, out of curiosity?
I have the money.
Oh, you're the backer. My lady, my apologies. I should have recognized one of the aristocracy.
Yes.
You weren't there for that discussion, were you, Z?
No.
Okay, hang on just a sec. So, I had no idea you remember the aristocracy. No wonder you try to keep that quiet, madam. I imagine that your nation being at war is not something that is conductive towards business, given your current location.
Well, it's not necessarily well known that I back this particular endeavor.
Of course, I understand completely. I had no idea I was dealing with individuals of such a caliber. If I might beg an indulgence here, I was wondering if you might be interested in any contract missions in the near future.
You would want to speak with one of the officers, not with me on that.
Oh, of course, and he turns about a foot to his left. I was wondering if you would be interested in any contract missions in the near future.
Yes, we would.
Excellent.
Obviously, depending on exactly what it is, we may be selective or not, like the IGA. But feel free, feel free to send any my way. And you said you were a trader, a merchant, correct?
Yes,
So
of
you have
course.
dealings with them.
Tell you what, I'll give you an advance right here. And he goes ahead and he does this little. In fact, he's going to roll deafness for this to make it look cool. He gets a 19. Would anyone like to oppose? It's actually 29. Would anyone like to oppose to see what he does with his hands?
Is this opposed awareness? Oh,
Yeah, you got to beat 29.
I got a 40.
I've got a 31.
24.
Wow. So, anyways, the two of you see that he does this little sleight of hand where he's got some gold in his sleeve of his shirt, and he slides it out and places it down on the table, and then does this little movement with his thumb to make it look like he's wrapping it down, and he pulls the hand away, and now it's 10 gold lying on the table. Just here, a little
As
bit of an
opposed to-
advance.
Gold.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, Guido, weren't
But he pulled
you
one gold
looking
out.
for some to do some trade with the airship as well?
Indeed.
I rolled
What,
deception against him
For what?
for faking us out on how much gold he had.
Ah, okay. What do you get?
35.
Damn. This man is... Money means nothing to him.
Yes, but where did the 10 gold come from when he just pulled a singular gold out?
Oh, no, that was the sleight of hand.
Oh, so he's looking like he's putting a gold down.
What
but he
Guido
actually
saw is he
dropped
pulled
10
out a gold out of his sleeve and put it down there, and he pulled it away, and it was 10. What you guys saw was he pulled out a gold and then did some hand maneuvers here to pull the other 9 out.
Learned that in the circus.
Got it. Okay, I am found.
All right.
So, anyways, so
Hey,
you know,
Guido, you were thinking about doing some trade with your airship, right?
I'm not sure
So-
we're interested in trade immediately. Right now, this is an advance in a mission I'd like you to get started on immediately, if you don't mind.
Doing what?
I would like you to find whoever is faking the desolation attacks around here and convince them peacefully to come visit with me.
I can do that.
I have no desire to see harm to them, quite the contrary, actually. But would you like to roll deception against me as I'm saying this?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sure.
If I could keep my thing on the countertop, that might help, right?
Me.
Okay, that is a 36.
Okay.
I got 19.
31.
Okay. You believe he is telling the truth. I have no desire for harm to come to them. I just wish to converse with them, especially given they are obviously motivated to accomplish something in this area. And I would love to try and converse with such a person, try and figure out what's going on with them, and maybe use their talents towards better good. You never know, something. That is the mission. Feel free to take it or deny it. For now, and he stands up. I will be going for the evening, and then he grabs Felithria's hand and does, "Madam." He does a low bow. He doesn't kiss your hand or anything. He does the nobility bow, basically, because you are a member of the aristocracy, after all.
Anything less would be, or anything more would be inappropriate.
Yes. That's why he stopped flirting with her, too. So he leaves.
Okay.
He is staying at this
Oh,
inn,
boy.
so he goes upstairs.
Figured. Well, that was
Well.
flowery.
It was interesting.
We should probably go back to our hotel room.
Our domicile.
Gosh. Right. Jog. Perhaps we should. It's been a big night.
It has.
I am still down some mana
Oh, no.
for
I
some
am too.
reason.
I'll finish off my mint julep and my beer.
Those two things do not go well together.
They so do,
Nope.
though, when you're Lugian.
I was just curious. Did he have anyone...
tongue.
as he leaves, does he have anyone that follows him up there, like bodyguards or shadows or anything of that sort?
No. I'm not even going to
No?
make you roll.
Okay. Just curious to see if he was relying on that. Okay.
So, you go to sleep. You sleep for how long? I'm just kidding. You get to roll
Too
because
long.
you are tired. So we're going to decide on a D12.
Or we're sleeping in watches.
How long? Nope, nope. Okay, fine. Sleep in watches. God, ruined my fun. You sleep in watches. It's now.
The watches are kind of small. It's hard to fit in.
It is now
We can do
noon.
2-hour watches.
It's noon.
Okay. Yay! My mana is full. Snark,
Mana's
fix your mana.
full.
Yeah.
Long rests are refilled.
I don't
Dailies
have
would be
any...
filled anyways at this point. Your
Social action point.
yeah, your
Hey!
AP is back.
Yay!
So
Immediately rage. No,
You-
no. No.
actually, really quick, sis, when do you want to go to bed tonight? It's 8.
Probably about 9.
Okay, so what do you do?
You wanted to parade through the marketplace.
I'm not doing that until after I talk to Matthew.
Okay.
You go to see Matthew.
Yes, just me. I'm leaving those two behind.
Okay, so really quick, we'll do this super quick. Matthew's like, what?
Oh, good
Actually, no, he's
morning.
out at his stall, so he's
So
being...
he's like, what?
Hello, good madam. How can I help you today?
Ah, well, I thought you would be. You know what? Just to make this applicable, I'm going in the ogre or the orc form that I was in yesterday.
Okay. Hello, good madam, who I've never seen before in my life.
Yes, he has. He's seen me last night. Oh, I missed that the first time.
That's why I did it the second time. How can I help you? We have a fine selection of wonderful Olthoi silks. I'd make you roll
I'd
deception,
love to
but
go-
you know these aren't Olthoi silk.
Yes, I do. I'd love to go talk to you about them a little bit more. If
Oh,
you
yes,
care
come
to
over
step
here, my
inside with
lady.
me.
So, let's see, we've got this wonderful Olthoi silk set here. What do you think, madam?
Oh, I think it's lovely. So, did you hear about the Desolate last night?
Yeah, I'm wondering what kind of fake Desolate is doing these sort of attack things.
According to Snarg, he actually saw them, poof away.
Wait, so it's a real Desolate?
That's what it sounds like.
So it's
but
a real Desolate faking the robbery. I wonder why. Do you have any? Did he have any information on where or what species? Anything? I haven't been. The guards have been tight-lipped, for once.
told me it was a small child. He didn't really get a good look at it.
What
But that it-
species?
What species can be around that size besides elves?
Just about any, really, except for the big ones.
Okay. I didn't really get a good look at it. Could have been, he wasn't close to it.
Okay, go ahead and roll your deception.
Well, Snarg wasn't close to it.
Roll your deception. Stop trying to get out of it.
Asshole. That is a 38.
Yeah, okay. So he says, interesting. It's a pity. I was hoping to get some people out to look into it. Whatever. Yes, one of the we actually have something in blue as well. Would you prefer blue or purple?
I'm more into a magenta right now.
Oh, I've
Do
got
you have
magenta.
anything in
Come back this way. And so the other thing I want to know is, I forgot.
You're horrible. I really like this floral print. Yes, the magenta on it is quite lovely.
Listen, I suggest you keep your ears down about this thing. And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small pouch and hands it to you and says, "We understood. You never met me. You never saw this fake thief. Comprende?"
You're suggesting for the purposes of your other fake thieves.
My fake thieves were idiots. Whoever this fake thief is someone who's pulling a scam, and I don't like that. I need to get out now. Now, if you'll excuse me, ma'am.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry we didn't actually have anything in the colors you desired. If you check back in a week, you know.
I appreciate it. I do. Please let me know if you get any stock in. Here's where you can reach me.
Of course, and tell your Knoll friend that if he wants to come back, I have a wonderful lavender and pink print which would look marvelous on him.
I'm sure he would love that.
Excellent. Here, have a sample, and he gives you a swath of marble. He gives you a swath of marble.
I was figuring it would be marbled print.
How did you do that?
Marble
Very careful.
print of pink and lavender.
And off I go.
Welcome back.
Hi! So
This
it's
would
look
almost
great
definitely
on you.
Matthew.
What?
I hold up the marbled pink and lavender swath. Matthew thinks this would look great on you, Snarg.
He's insane.
He's also
Wow.
a very clever thief.
Okay, why would I wear that? I mean, he. What? You told me that. Okay, you told me that this would look good on me, and he's a very clever thief. So I'm waiting for what comes next.
I mean, he damn near told me that he's the one that's been doing it.
Okay.
He gave me this. Conk.
Oh,
I haven't even
marble,
opened the
right?
pouch up to see what. No, I sat the pouch down.
This is for our viewers, by the way. I know the players can't see this.
What's in the pouch?
I don't know. I haven't opened it. I'm assuming it's gold. He tried to bribe me into not saying that I'd never seen him and that I didn't know anything about this fake desolate.
Okay.
Yeah, you should go keep an eye on him. Don't you still have him marked?
That's a good question.
I don't recall who I have marked, actually. No, I don't.
I
But I
thought
can
it-
in 10 minutes, because the last person I had marked was the guy we beat up.
Well,
So, I can.
All right. Well, I'm
I'll-
off to
I'll
go
check out the pouch
make
just to see
myself
what's in
seen.
the pouch.
what's in the pouch?
Mhm.
There is approximately 500 gold in the pouch.
It really wants silence. Wait, hang on. Since you do this like every single thing that everybody gives us ever, make sure he hasn't done any boogie
I'm
stuff.
already
This-
gone.
Snarg, would you like to roll spellcraft at a huge disadvantage?
Yes.
All right, you have disadvantage because I'm mean.
Okay.
That's my reasoning. I'm kidding. You don't have disadvantage. Just whatever you get.
19.
That
Yeah, I don't know, that's a bag with gold in it. I mean, I could probably tell if it has an elemental affinity, but that's about it.
whoever made this was of the light affinity.
All right. The job
Wouldn't
here
the
is done.
gold itself
I will
be of
go.
earth?
Actually, it's variable. So there's like some fire coins, and there's some earth coins, and there's some water
I'll
coins.
take it and I will stack them into individual piles based on.
So a totally untrained observer would just see various stacks of gold coins, like, huh? But to you, it's
This
like
one's-
fire. The fire
Don't touch
one's the
that single one
tallest.
over there. That's spatial. It's evil. No.
So, what are you two
uh,
doing while she's off doing something really bad?
Well, since she basically said, "Hey, you should follow him," and then ran off, I'll go ahead and mark him and keep an eye on him.
All right. So Z, what are you doing for the next 10 minutes? Guido, what are you doing for the next 10 minutes?
Heading to town?
You're in town. Now what?
Oh, I was gonna find a quiet place to go Elvie.
Okay. So
Go
you
little
go
kid
back
elf.
to your room. So you can change. Then a phone call happens. It's okay, he's tracking someone for 10 minutes. So Guido, what do you do for the next 10 minutes?
I'm thinking I should probably go back to the sleeping lion
Okay.
and see if our friend Aratok goes anywhere.
Okay. So Guido goes there. Z, what are you doing exactly?
I'm assuming I know a place of town where
Marketplace.
there aren't a lot of people.
Cliff!
Got it.
The cliffs!
Okay, so I go over toward the cliffs.
So you're now hanging on the cliffside. Get to the cliff.
Yes, and I'm going to go go into town, sneaking my way through town.
Here you
I
climb back
teleport
up.
on to the cliffs.
No, Tonto, no, go to town.
So yeah, I'm going to go to town, and I'm actually going to sneak my way through the back roads over toward Matthew's stall.
Okay, go ahead and do a stealth roll. Just one.
Stealth is a thingy. Where is it?
Under the S's.
Aha! that's not right. That should be a 6. That is a 19. I
Okay.
need to go back through. All of my dex things are wrong.
Anyway, so
2
you
plus
stealth
5 is
over
7.
towards the main marketplace where Matthew has his silk and furniture stall. Matthew is no longer present at that stall. There's an ogre there instead, whom you recognize, actually.
Okay.
And then
Does the ogre recognize me or anything?
does not show signs of seeing you, Mr. Stealth. I mean, Mrs. Stealth.
There's an interior portion of the shop, right?
Sort of. It's more. It really is more like a stall that is actually not. It looks like it's just a stall, but then it segues into a secret door into a nearby building.
Ah.
So there's
Does
no.
said building have any other entrances?
No.
I'll be right back.
Not even
Okay.
window or anything?
Sure, it has a window. I don't know where you're going for, but sure, there's a window.
That doesn't help me. Because I'm sure the window is not low enough down that I could get through it easily.
Based on my own visual design I'm looking at right here, no. It's more like way up in here.
Okay. I am going to... I'm assuming if Matthew's not at the stall, he's probably inside.
Okay.
So... I haven't been spotted by anybody. I'm trying to find an excuse to kind of duck inside. Like I'm hiding from someone.
If you don't feel like being clever, as in you, the person, the human being clever and coming up with an actual reason for that to happen, I would allow that on 3 separate dice rolls, all which has to succeed.
Okay. What are
So,
they?
Would you like to be clever, or would you like to dice roll?
The dice do not like me. Do I intuit that this would be a hard set of dice rolls?
Yes.
Damn.
Not super insanely hard, but they would be challenging, yes.
I can't just like run in acting like I'm scared and duck in behind him.
You're asking if in the middle of a town run by the IGA, if you can run into the middle of a merchant's stall, going and not be noticed or stopped or anything?
Well, no. My point is I want to get inside. I don't care if the ogre drags me inside because he thinks I'm a thief or not.
You are so weird. Okay. Roll deception.
I can do that.
And... No, I'm kidding.
I hope my ogre is stupid. You know what's funny? A 29 in any other thing would be a good roll. But
So...
your dumb butt has raised the... Because I had 50 deception at one point, has raised the... everybody in the world's deception ability.
That is not true. You just keep dealing with crooks and criminal overlords. So they naturally have large amounts of deception. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not true. You also encounter investigators, diplomats, and special agents as well. Seriously, what do you want from me? Go talk to a guy who hits things for a living. He doesn't have much for diplomacy. Or, I mean, deception. He doesn't have much for diplomacy either. Now, the funny thing is, I rolled a 4. So you actually beat that.
Woohoo!
By 5. Unless I roll his action point.
NPCs don't get action points.
All he needs is a 6.
NPCs don't get action points.
This is a 1 in 6 chance of him beasting
NPCs
it.
don't get action points.
It's a 3. So what happens, for some reason, is you charge forward, and a bunch of the IGA guards look at you, because, by the way, I haven't mentioned this, but there's a way more IGA presence than there normally is. Usually they do a rotation. There are guards on every street, everywhere. Fully armed, fully armored.
How did I manage to get here without being seen then?
You rolled well enough, barely. So you charge in, and you're like, "Ah, I'm totally a thief." And the ogre's
I'm like, wow, I'm totally a thief, really?
I don't know what you're saying.
I wouldn't say that.
I'm a thief. I'm a thief. I'm a thief. You type /yell space and in all caps. I'm a distraction. I'm a distraction. Enter.
Okay, that works.
And the ogre says, "Hurr!" and immediately chases in after you. You are now inside with an angry ogre immediately on your tail, as well as 2 IGA guards who have started running after you as well. You
Why
have a
did the IGA guards come in?
They didn't come in. They are on their way to the stall. In one round, they will be in the stall and after you, in the place that the criminal overlord probably does not want them to even see. What would you like to do? You have one.
Just
round
kidding,
of
guys. It's a prank. It's a prank.
Alert the dum-dum ogre that the IGA's on their way in?
Okay, roll diplomacy at a disadvantage.
It's not too bad. That is a 28.
Okay, I got a 6 total. Hey, don't worry, IGA. I got this. I'll deal with this bloody little thief. You don't worry. No little scrambly, elfy, rascally bastards are gonna steal it from my stall. The IGA like, you sure, sir? I'm sure. Don't you worry nothing. You keep.
And I'm just
taking
like
care of this
hiding behind the
fine-
ogre.
Take care of this fine city. I'll make sure she loses her hand as per the local custom. And he pulls out a big butcher knife, which has blood on it. And he turns to you.
Because I'm like still peeking around.
Now put your hand out. There you
No,
go.
I'm kidding. I wouldn't be peeking around.
I know. But he does turn and then go back after you with the butcher knife. Boom. I need you to lay out your hand, okay?
I didn't steal anything.
Well then, you lied to me. I mean, you lied.
I never said I lied. I never said I stole anything.
Yes, you did. You rolled deception specifically to make yourself feel like you're a thief on the way in. So you
No,
made him
I
think.
rolled deception to make him think I was hiding from something.
Oh, so therefore he naturally assumed you were a thief. So you lied to me.
I never lied to anybody.
You liar. It's
There were
okay.
just too many people. I'm trying not to get seen.
It's okay. We don't take hands for liars. We take pinky toes. Hold out your foot. This will be real quick. Don't worry. I already lost one myself. And he holds up his foot, which is not shoed. And there's obviously 2 toes missing. See? It ain't so bad. I lied to the boss once. He did that to me. Now give me your foot. By the way, roll deception.
That is a 41.
Okay, he is totally lying through his teeth. Like, he is not this dumb. He is playing pretend. Very clearly and obviously. And by very clearly and obviously, I mean he's actually rolling really well, so he got a 30-something. 33, specifically.
Okay.
But, he is lying. Hold out your foot, little missy.
No.
I'm gonna take them toes. I'm gonna eat them. They're good with raspberries.
Okay, I want to ask you something. Can I roll concentration to take my shoe off and have my foot not be there? Like, maintain the rest of my form, but just not have a foot.
Yes. Roll concentration.
I rolled a 20.
That is sufficient.
No, I rolled a 20.
That's still sufficient.
That makes my total of 41.
It's sufficient. What do you want from me?
20s are automatic wins.
So
So it's not sufficient, it's a success.
it's a failure.
So
no.
I take my shoe off and I say, I can't do that.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Missy. Tell you what, we'll call it even if you just give me some toenail clippings.
I don't have toes.
Other foot, lady. God, I know you have feet.
Oh. What do you want my toenail clippings for?
I put them in my stew.
I'd like to roll deception against you.
He's lying.
What do you want them for your stew for?
No, he's lying about
Has any-
caring about your toenails at all. Now, give me
he
your
wants
toenails.
to take my toes.
Give me your
off
toenails.
my other foot.
No, he just wants your toenails.
Really, just once. You just said he's lying about caring about my toenails.
Yeah. He's not lying to you.
I'd
No.
like to roll concentration to make my other foot not be there when I take the shoe off.
He's gonna roll to disbelieve that you're just running around with two shoes that have no feet in them. He succeeds because the DC was a 1.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So he gets your toenails. Clip, 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 clip. Oh, yeah, that'll make a great stew. And he just kind of grabs them up and tosses them into the trash. Excellent. So, gonna be on your way now, Missy, right?
Yeah, I guess. Is there another way out of here? I don't want to take the main roads.
Well, no, there isn't.
Could you maybe boost me up to that window?
Oh, sure.
Is anybody else in here? I want to do an awareness roll while I've been in here.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Oh, wow. I did not know my awareness was that high. That makes that a 38.
No, and the place is more barren than it looked last time you were here.
Wow, he moves quick.
So
Okay.
you're up at the window, and you look in the window, and you see the place is totally abandoned. Inside.
He's hoisting me out the window from the inside.
Oh, my bad. I was thinking about in the opposite direction. Either way, the inside is now totally abandoned. Now that you're in there.
Okay.
Here you go,
Okay.
lady.
So I hop out. And
Careful,
I
your chest might be too big for that window.
And while she's while she's like standing on his shoulder, she pats him on the head and says, "Thank you. I hope to take after my mother with her bosoms."
I hope not. That's just a horrible inconvenience if you think about it. So you leave. He goes back out to his stall.
Yeah. Now I'm going to go look up our other guy,
Whom?
the circus guy.
Right. Meanwhile, Guido, about 10 minutes ago, while the circus was performing in the market, what have you been doing? Oh wait, you went to the Sleeping Lion, and you found him not there. Then you asked the tavern keep for anybody of his description and name, and he said that he left in the middle of the night heading north to Aljalima.
Wait, Guido went to go find the guy?
Yeah, he mentioned that before he went AFK.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Okay.
So he gave us 10 gold, and he doesn't plan on us telling him anything.
He's going to Aljalima,
Yes.
which is where your camp base is, thanks to the documents he gave him.
You didn't take those back?
He read them.
Oh, well, yeah.
No,
he has a very bad
he
memory.
did what most people did. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's very interesting, fascinating stuff, really."
I'm gonna probably not be able to do this.
Okay,
I want to search his room.
you can roll. There's tons of ways to get upstairs without having a room. All of them involve a roll or cleverness or both. So how are you gonna do it? You could also just rent a room for the night.
And hope that it was his.
You can also rent a room, regardless of whether or not it's his, and then have a decent enough lockpicking skill to get in, or smashing doors quietly skill.
We're smashing.
I'm assuming it's early enough in the day that
It's
the
noon.
rooms have. But has the innkeeper gone through and cleaned the rooms?
Not yet, no.
Okay. So I'm going to talk to the innkeeper and say,
He's drunk.
irritative aggressive. What?
He's drunk.
Oh. Okay. Makes my job easier.
I'm gonna
I
do
left
talk
some
to Brett.
stuff in my room.
No. Irritative aggressive. But I didn't stay here. I'm not trying to be that deceitful. Aerotalkative Aggressor said he left a letter in his room for me.
I got here a little bit late.
And I got here, yeah.
I'll
If-
go ahead and roll deception here.
Yeah. So, or I will word it. I was supposed to meet Aerotalkative Aggressor before he left, but I'm late. So he said if I didn't make it before he left, he would leave a letter for me in his room.
Okay.
And I'm guessing I'm going to fail on a 13.
Oh God. Okay,
He's
I kind
drunk.
of.
You said
He
he was
is.
drunk.
He is drunk, but I rolled much better than that. So
I can
You
blow
have to
my
roll with
social AP.
disadvantage.
AP will not actually succeed in this case, but
Okay.
he's going to look at you weird, and then you can now choose to make a diplomacy roll to convince him, even though he knows you're lying.
$21.
Okay. The diplomacy roll succeeds, so he's going to look around a little bit furtively, and he's going to hold out a hand for a second.
I'll give him a gold.
Yeah, so says, yes, whatever business, of course, go ahead and deal with your business with Mr. of Aggressor. It's room A15. Here's the key.
Thank you.
So up you go.
Yep.
There's Aerotalk's room.
Okay.
It's kind of bare. I mean, most of these inns are.
I'm assuming he's pretty much cleaned it out, but I'm hoping that he may have missed something.
Yeah, I've been debating if he would or not. Deliberately, I mean. I think I'll let it be a
32.
dice roll. I'm going to let this be a dice roll. Snarg, pick a number between 1 and 10.
What did we
5.
come to this town for in the first place?
Something that you've
Investigate
strayed a
the-
lot from.
Yes, we're investigating the thefts,
Yeah,
which
and
I think
putting-
we actually just solved.
You need to put a stop to them.
Yes, so how long will it take them to be aware that we have probably just successfully put a stop to them?
Who's the culprit?
Who knows?
So why are they stopped?
Well, have they continued?
Yeah, just last night. There was a legitimate burglary at one of the places that Matthew's men were trying to fake
Well,
burglar.
yes, I know, but that's what I'm asking. How long of a time frame will it be for them to know that they have stopped?
Well, either a week or the next when you present them evidence, like here's the culprit, or here's the culprit's head, or here's the culprit's toenails, for example. Something. Okay.
Toenails, huh?
So you said 5? I can't think of anything he'd leave behind, honestly, that's significant or worthy of note. He leaves behind.
Well, he doesn't necessarily have to have left something significant behind. If it's obvious that he has left and actually left, that is significant in and of itself.
All right. Well, he has obviously cleaned the place out and is either not coming back or never settled in to begin with. And okay, there's a tiny scrap of partially burnt paper which you find basically underneath the bed because you rolled really well on your search check. I remember earlier.
Okay.
And you only get to make out a few wait, it's in Undercommon.
Okay. I'll just take it.
He doesn't
Snarg.
speak Undercommon.
Meanwhile,
Yes.
you have you have marked the guy.
Yes.
Where is
Well,
he?
as far as I know, since you haven't come back yet, I think he's still back at that stall. So
Well, let's just say you don't have the mystical I know where he is ability yet, do you?
told you to know that I have to get higher level in order to actually do that. That's like max level almost.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I will. If you will give me, I think 5 levels right now, I can take that.
Yes! I gained an extra 5 levels in order.
So,
Oh, shoot. I could have been using order.
So I'm assuming what's going to happen is I
sorry.
essentially go there, find out that, oh hey, he's not here, and begin trying to track him down.
Okay, now what bonuses do you get to the tracking because of that?
Just at this level, just plus bonuses to
Okay, well, go ahead and roll it.
survival and whatnot.
Go ahead and roll it. Meanwhile,
Right.
Guido has his info and his undercommon piece of paper, and Z has learned nothing.
And if he's a magical beast,
He's a...
all right. No, that's
I'm
not
gonna
bad.
go with that's a no.
And you know what?
What's up?
I'm going to use an AP for this.
Ooh, blow it.
Comes out to 36.
A 36 is enough for you to pick up a bit of his trail, which pretty clearly leads towards the east end of town from here.
Okay, I'll just continue following what I can find.
Are you dragging Z and Guido with you?
It was my
If I could-
understanding that we weren't there.
Suddenly, Z and Guido are there.
If I can catch sight of them, or if I know where they are and it's on the way, yes. If not, I mean, I've got to move before he's gone.
Okay.
And even if I go and get them, I'm going to be moving at essentially half speed anyway.
Well, okay. After this period of time has ended, Snarg is at the stall looking. Z, you have finished your business at the stall. Where are you now?
I was going to head toward. Once I was out in the alleyway, I was going to switch forms. Away from people.
Okay.
Into my orc form. And then I was going, which Snarg would recognize because he's seen me that way before. And then I was going to go head to search for the guy at the sleepy thing.
Okay. Guido.
So I bump into Snarg, apparently.
Guido, same basic question. After you
Okay.
finished your investigation, where do you go?
You said the circus was in the marketplace, so since this guy was originally
With the
saying,
circus.
well, yeah.
I
Since
think when he was
saying-
referring to the Circus Act, he was referring to me.
She's
Eh,
right.
it's a lead. Whatever. Since he said, that I could use your abilities in the circus or whatever it was, I'll go check out the circus that's in the marketplace. So I'm assuming
Okay.
I'm headed towards them.
Now, on your way, you encounter Snarg and some orc lady.
You've seen me before, too. We know.
After a moment, you recognize her.
Right. So he's gone. I've got a bit of a trail heading out east, but
Well, I could have
You'd have
told
to
you
move
he was
fast.
leaving. And yeah, they've cleaned out inside. He's definitely our guy.
if you can keep up, I'm going after him.
Okay, let's go.
How long are you
Snarg.
following this guy?
What?
He's got this
I
piece
found
of
this
paper
under the
for
bed.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
trap.
Who's fed? Who's fed? Oh, no.
That's what it says in Undercommon. It's a trap. No, what it
It says-
says is, give me a moment to construct this. Need for 17 in another way so that...
Need for 17 in another way so that.
Hang on.
Oh, this is a capture.
April 3rd. No, 13th. April 13th. Begin the first initiation. If you find any deaths, immediately.
Let's repeat that. Sounds like you got part of a letter, or part of a missive or something.
So I got up to begin the initiation, and then what was after that?
If you find any deaths, inform, or just immediately is the last bit. So,
This This guy
How-
wasn't a desolate, was he?
How long are you tracking this guy?
Until I lose the trail.
Okay. A day passes.
Well, okay. Where is
Which
he going?
direction is he headed?
Well, okay. As I glance at my map here, he heads east into the mountain range proper, but then he starts following the trail that goes south out of the mountain range towards Al Majma, excuse me, which is southeast of here. And he's now on the trade road, heading in that direction.
Okay. Do you not have any hope of catching up with him?
Oh, you could catch him in about a day.
Well, propose that and say, I could probably catch him in about a day.
unless you go full tilt by yourself, which is a possibility.
Saying I could do that. I'm proposing this
Split the
idea
party?
to Guido and
Yeah,
Z.
he's saying that he could catch him.
Yeah, I know, but split the party.
It's either that or he gets.
Why don't we? Okay, so have we already left town and we're on foot?
Yeah.
This seems silly. Why are we not taking the wagon?
Because it'd be
Because
slow.
we were-
Well,
We'd have
You
to go back
can.
to get it.
but if we want to catch him immediately, I have to basically just run after him.
Okay.
He can
Otherwise,
move
it's going to
faster
take.
than the wagon.
Otherwise, we can go get a wagon. We take it and we catch up to him within about a day.
So here's a thought. If we're going to try and catch up to this guy, Z, you can shapeshift into small form of some kind and basically hold on to Snarg while he runs. That way, when you catch up to him, there will be the two of you, which sounds smarter. I can go back to town, grab the wagon.
Why don't you just
and-
hang in town? We'll see if we can go catch him, and if not, we'll head back within a day.
So if you catch up to this guy, what are you going to do with him?
Good question.
I don't know. Ask Snarg. He's the one that's proposing that we go that direction.
You're the one who told me.
I just said I thought he was our thief.
Okay.
Okay.
So we apprehend him.
So if he's the thief and if he's a thief and he's not a desolate, then how are you going to bring him back?
Well, if he's a thief and he's not a desolate, it's very easy to bring him back. If he is a thief and he is a desolate, then, well, regardless of whether he's the thief or not, if he is a desolate, which he doesn't appear to be, then, which, I mean, you guys know all it takes is money. We basically don't really have a way to, I don't know of any way to keep a desolate from translating.
Exactly. That's my point.
Keep him knocked
No,
out.
you do not. Yeah, keep him unconscious is the only real way. You'd have to get a surprise round.
So regardless of whether he's there or no, I could just hit him. Well, no, I guess he could translate before.
Yeah, you'd need to get a surprise round, and it would need to knock him out in that round. Possible, though.
So regardless of whether he's a desolate or not, we need him unconscious.
That's not hard to do.
Before he has a chance to do anything.
Slightly hard to do, but not impossible.
Well, shall we?
Okay. If you think this is the right man, I'm going after him.
Oh, as
roll?
of right now, he's basically told me he is.
Zero concentration.
Ah, dice.
Yes, that's what we do in D&D, is we roll dice.
Hush. I couldn't find them. That is a 39.
Okay. That's enough for you to be able to turn into this flaming aura thing that just kind of moves around Snarg.
Whooshy, whooshy, whooshy. I was thinking I would just go original form. The form I was when I first came out.
That's up to you.
Tiny fireball sits on his shoulder. Looks like
You're
a fire
gonna have to do
elemental.
some checks either way on the route. On route, 3 of them,
You can put me in your pocket, Snarg.
or you can do that.
Sure.
All right, Snarg, you have to do 3
All right.
checks.
Okay.
3
So,
But not
checks.
use Z
since-
out of your pocket.
Since I'm doing essentially, this is a forced march, correct?
Yep.
All right, and I get a speed bump since I'm tracking a mark overland.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move in at 60.
Okay. Now, give me my 3 rolls.
What type of rolls do you
Tracking.
want? Okay.
Because there's quite a bit of traffic on this road, so you need to make sure you figure out which one is him.
Did you
Well,
fumble?
Yeah. That's a 21 total.
After about 10 minutes of traveling, you have lost the trail, and you're not sure what to make of that.
Okay. Like,
Because-
just it's been ground into the traffic, or it's just...
We'll just say that you don't realize the moment you lost it, and like a minute later, you're like, wait a minute. This is someone else's tracks.
Well, backtrack.
Yes, I got to.
Okay, so you run back. And, so, another roll.
Let's just go back to town. I will... Double ones.
Wow.
I think you need to use a different die.
I guess.
That one's tired.
I got nothing.
Yeah, head back to town. Lost the trail.
Start back at the beginning.
I think at that point you lost your mark.
As I say,
Yeah.
Snarg knows especially that with tracking, after a certain, the more time that passes, the harder it gets.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, the DC just never stops going up. So, I was not expecting that, admittedly.
Well, there goes that plot thread,
Yeah.
whatever it was.
So he's gone. What's your next move? Now that you're back in town and have informed Guido of the fact that you lost him.
I don't know. What do we do now,
You know what?
guys?
Screw this. Hang on. What's the town he'd likely be heading to?
If he keeps on that route, he'd be going to Al Majma, which is outside of the Far Reach mountain range and on the border of Alluvia.
All right.
He's heading to Alluvia?
Have you been there before, Z?
No.
Have I been there before, Magus?
No.
Have I been to an Alluvian town near there?
There's not an. You're actually closer than Alluvian towns are to that town.
Oh.
So, no. I mean, maybe, but it doesn't matter.
There you go. No.
Yeah. You two discuss for a second. I need to pull up a map.
I don't
Find
know.
it.
I am legit out of ideas.
Well, actually, I'll just ask this. Is there, not following any of the trail, is there a straight route I could take there?
If you want to go just to Al Majma, yeah. If that is your destination, regardless of whatever he's doing, you can just go straight there.
Okay. This is the last thought I've got. I'll just book it straight there. Throwing caution to when going overland, not taking any trails like you normally would. Maybe get there beforehand and cut him off.
How often were they hitting the things? Nightly, right?
Not every night, no. But semi-frequently, yes.
Okay.
Every night or every other night. How's that?
Snarg, if you do that, I suggest that one of us stays here to keep an eye on it, just to see if we were wrong.
Okay. We'll find out then.
So-
Alright, so
Snarg's headed there, apparently.
I have to do math.
Okay, so you're gonna head off to go do that. And we need to make a plan to be back. Let's see, if we estimate that it's gonna take him 2.5 hours to get there.
10.5.
No, take the other guy 2.5 days.
Oh,
2.
yeah.
10.5 hours. Let's say we'll estimate that you need to be back, that we need to meet up back here at our hotel in 4 days. The very latest.
You really are super splitting the party for once. Wow. Okay.
No, at the very latest, we need to be back by 4 days.
I know. It's just you haven't done this kind of segregation yet. Okay.
So we'll rent the hotel room for the remainder of the week.
It costs irrelevant.
Okay.
All right.
Um,
I hang on, I got calculations. I'm actually going to have to be healing myself on the way here to avoid passing out.
Yes. Because you were going full tilt without pause.
Yeah, since it's 10 hours, so. I mean, I'll figure it out. I just got to determine how much mana I'm using.
Yeah. We can pause here for the night, or we can discuss what happens when you get there. It's 8:38.
Well, I need to be done.
Apparently. All right, let's go forward a little bit. Okay. So Guido gets the place. Guido needs to think about what he's doing for the next insert period of time here.
So do I. Or did we send... No, we sent me with Stark. Never mind.
You're with Snarg, yeah. And Snarg and Z arrives to find a town on fire and ruin.
Who's arriving to that?
You and I.
Oh, okay.
The end.
Yay.